Again, folks, thank you very much. And without any more blabbering from me, I'm going to introduce our host tonight, Mr. Jeff Leiker.
Hayes, Kansas. What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for coming out here. Performance anxiety. Don't look. Don't look. Grab it before you tap it. Yeah, it's that kind of show. Thank you so much for coming out here tonight. It really means a lot to me. There's a lot of hard work and dedication that took to put a show like this together. Big props to the Hayes Community Theater for giving us a home to bring stand-up comedy to Hayes. Like, I really appreciate this so much. I kind of want to go over a few things for those of you. How many of you have never been to a stand-up show before at all? There's a few of you. Okay. Treat it just like it's a normal theater show. Everything that's going on stage is rhetorical. In other words, it may seem like the comedians are talking to you, but they're not actually talking to you. So don't try to have a conversation back to them, okay? Okay. That's showing my plant, so. But basically, I have a very, very diverse, wide variety, a plethora, if you will, of white male comedians. They're very diverse, very. And so, you know, if one comedian says something that you don't really necessarily agree with, maybe other people might find it funny. It's okay. They're only going to be down there for 30 minutes. It's all right. Just take a breath. Maybe the next comedian will be more your style. A couple of housekeeping things. The fire exits are located between the inside and outside of the building. And to kind of tell a little bit about myself, I actually used to live here in Hayes. I was born and raised in Hayes, but I moved to Topeka in 2010 to go to school. And my wife and I had moved back after the birth of our first child. And so but while I was there, I met several wonderful comedians. And I fell in love with comedy myself out there, and I just dove right into it. So I decided to bring them along with me. But like I said, you know, I grew up out here, and you know, there never really seems to be that much to do around here. You know, I mean, there are carnivals, but I don't really like carnivals. They make me nervous. Like to give you an idea, like compare carnivals to an amusement park. You know, amusement parks are cemented in concrete. They're inspected regularly by trained professionals. Whereas carnivals are just kind of slapped together in a Walmart parking lot on uneven ground with like blocks of wood to try and keep it stable. I want you to think about this the next time that you're on a carnival ride. I want you to think about how often you slack off at your day-to-day job. And then realize that the people who assemble these things, that's their day-to-day job. You never know. You could be on that tilt-a-whirl, and if the guy installing it is as lazy as I am, a load-bearing lug nut can come flying off and send the whole thing careening through the Walmart parking lot. It costs thousands of dollars worth of improvements. So, and whenever they leave, they always leave that barren, dead spot in the grass, you know? It almost seems like you have to get a young priest and an old priest to come consecrate the ground before another Walmart grows up in its place. I will give carnivals this, they have amazing carnival food. I am a sucker for carnival food. I mean, it's deep fried in the back of a trailer, and they probably use that same oil to grease the rice, you never know. But I mean, they can deep fry anything. Snickers, Twinkies, a rat for all we know, who knows? Is there a way that they can deep fry beer? That should be a thing, shouldn't it? Like, just a little pouch that you pop off the top and chug the beer and then eat the fried dough. And then you go on that spinning octopus thing of death. Yeah, there's a great idea. Little story about that octopus thing. I was dating a girl once, and she took me to a carnival, and she decided that the plan was to get me as drunk as possible and then take me on this thing because she wanted to see me puke. I didn't argue. It was free beer. What could I say against that? But I mean, I had a lot of beer that night. I had so much beer that bro country sounded like a legitimate form of music. So, and I always have to be careful telling that joke here in Kansas. You watch yourself. We'll run your ass over in the parking lot. Not really too worried about those guys though, because most of these clowns jack their trucks up so high you can walk underneath it. About the only thing I'd be worried about is getting hit by that fake rubber testicle that all of them see. Be a drive-by teabagging. I used to deliver pizzas out here, and there was a truck here that fit into that description. It was painted bright red, and it was jacked up, and it had the testicle, but the guy hung him on a chain. So they were almost dragging on the ground. And I'm like, what is your truck supposed to be 90 years old or something, that they're already dangling down that far? In my day, we only took diesel. None of this organic ethanol bullshit. You know what I think it is? It's them damn Priuses. God hates Priuses. It's in the owner's manual. But this truck would just cut me off in traffic all the time whenever I would deliver pizzas. And so I went on a delivery once, and I saw the truck just sitting there in the street. And so I ran over, and I kicked the testicles. And his car alarm went off. Who puts a car alarm on a truck like that? Seriously. Like, are you worried that it's going to get stolen? That you're not going to be able to quite describe it to the police? Well, you know, it's red, jacked up, testicle. Oh, we have a lot of those around here. It's not going to stand out in like the GTA Ellis County thing. Come on. Like, what do you expect to do? Follow it down to a chop shop? I mean, you walk in and there's just chains of testicles hanging from the ceiling. Like some sort of demented Buffalo Bill or something for automobiles. Would you drive me? I'd drive me. So this girl and I get on this ride, and I hate puking. I don't like it. I try so hard not to do it, and so I'm shutting my eyes. I'm just closing my eyes, gritting my teeth, and just praying that this is a short ride. The guy's asleep at the terminal, so it seems to go on forever. But my girlfriend looks over at me and says, "Open your eyes, you nitwit." And I did. And that's when she got the wish. It was horrible. It was like one of those sprinkler things that just kind of... It got all over her, so she was so pissed off. She made me walk home. I tried asking a carny for a ride home, but I didn't have any tickets, and they wouldn't accept that bracelet thing. It was a special ride, I guess. I don't know. I think you guys are properly warmed up and ready to laugh, right? When I first started the Hayes Has Humor webpage, by the way, promotion, Hayes Has Humor has a Facebook page, so if you haven't liked it yet, like it. So